Hey, what's poppin' guys? Welcome back to some more, cookie clicker tutorial in Scratch. First of all, I want to say sorry for the background fan. If you hear that, I'm sure you do. That. It's an AC unit. My office is incredibly hot, so I'm very sorry for that. But, other than that, we're back in Scratch. And if you remember in the last video, we learned how to make the cookie do this, the extra mouse button do that, how to click the cookie to make your cookies go up. It can go up as high as you want it to go, there's no max. Then once you get enough, you can buy an extra mouse that'll click for you. Your clicks per second will go up. It'll start going up by itself, and every single time the cost will double. So yeah, that's what we learned what to do last time. Today we are going to learn how to add more kinds of upgrades, and I think I'll teach you how to what else should I teach you? I'll also teach you how to then save your cookies so that everybody playing can save their cookies. How about we learn that? So, let's start with the new kind of upgrade. I'm just going to duplicate the extra mouse button, and we're just going to put it somewhere. So I'm going to look at the coordinates here. 156 is its x. Put in 156 and hit enter. See, it recenters itself up with this one. Then I'm going to check the y, and I'm going to move that up a bit, because I'm pretty sure if we move it upwards like 50, it'll go down a bunch. But if we made it like 90, it'd go up a bunch. So we'll keep moving it up a bit until we're happy with where it is. I think 100's nice. Now we're going to come to our costumes, and we'll delete the second one for now. We'll fill in the button like that, and we'll make a new thing. Maybe this will be your grandma. You can make that one a bit bigger so the text fits better. Just like that. And then again, duplicate it and give the second sprite a sort of green color. Yeah. One more thing you have to change in this new sprite. Make sure that this is changed up. And then we have to change this. Since we already have an extra mouse cost, now we need a new variable called a grandma cost. And then we can hide that grandma cost and that extra mouse cost. We actually don't need any of these, grandma cost or the extra mouse cost. Extra mouse. I think I spelled grandma wrong. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna rename that because I spelled grandma wrong. There we go. So then we will just change up this. Change that to your grandma cost. Cookies, CPS, grandma cost. And then change this extra mouse cost to grandma cost to grandma cost. Now we'll do grandma cost -1, but how do we want our grandma cost to start out? So change this to grandma cost up here. And how much should grandmas start off as? I'll start my grandmas off at 300. That's how my grandmas will start off. We can go ahead and save. Actually, we do need their extra cost and our grandma cost. I forgot that that does this. And put that there. Alright, let's look at what we have now. And also, let's change CPS. How about grandmas give us 3 cookies a second? That might be nice. Or maybe it comes out in batches, because grandmas make cookies, and they make batches of 6 cookies. So there. See how we added no new code? We just changed up this and added a new variable and a new sprite. That's all we did. So let's see what we have. Now we have this, and again, look at that. We have the 2, changes. And we can, save up a bit until we can get like a 50 to get our extra mouse click up. And then we can keep clicking along with it over and over and over until we can save up a whole bunch of stuff. Could we get to 100? Yep. Alright, there we go. Now it costs 200. Alright, come on. Let's get all the way up there. Sorry, my clicks are kind of loud. My mouse isn't very quiet. Also, I'm kind of doing this instead of just normally clicking, but you know, it's fine. While we make our way to 300, let's talk about what we're going to do to make data save. So with data saving, if you've seen my how to make a variable saving system in Scratch, that's the system we're going to use here. It's very basic, very simple, and I think you'll be able to understand it. It might be, if you're a new Scratcher, it might be a bit complex. Don't worry too much. I'm sure you'll understand it eventually. Just check Grandma. Boom. Yeah, it worked. Now we have 8 cookies per second. Look how fast that's going up. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Oh yeah, we're getting a bunch of cookies now. We'll be to that 200 in no time. Now, what if, for example, you wanted to say, there's an extra mouse to go it up even more, but what if, let's say, you wanted to make it so that your click, like when you click the cookie, it gives you more than one. How would you do that, Deku? I'll tell you how to do that. It's a very, very basic. So you see we have the one sprite click. This is the basic thing we have set up right now. So let's make a new variable and we'll call this click upgrade cost. No, click upgrade cost. And I'll put this right at the bottom right here. Just making a new sprite. I'm just going to duplicate the grandma one. Oh, I also forgot to rename this to grandma button. But with this new and improved level up for our mouse, I will call it click upgrade. That's what we'll call it. Alright. Oh, yeah, click upgrade. Let's see if I can center that, make it look nice. There we go, I think that looks good. And we'll call this click upgrade button. Fantastic. We'll make a new sprite. Grab ourselves that nice green looking color and just fill that up. Alright, there we go. Now again, set this to whatever your coordinates are. Mine are, you can check over here by the way where it is at the moment. Mine's 106, negative 157. What should we make our click upgrade cost start costing? I think 100 is a good cost for it. So click upgrade cost, click upgrade cost, click upgrade cost, and click upgrade cost. And it doesn't change our clicks per second. What this will do is we'll make a new variable called click gain, which will be how much money we get for, you know, clicking. I think that's pretty basic. I'll hide this one. Actually, no, we'll put this on the other side maybe. And this variable on this side will show us how much money we'll get every single time we click. That's what it'll show us. Or maybe I should put it here. That might be nice. Yeah, maybe that'll look nicer if I do that. There we go, look at that. It sits all nicely right there. So this is the gain, this bottom one. And then this is how much it costs. So if you hit that, bam. Click upgrade, that's how much it costs. That's how many we have. I might off screen make that for those. Well, I'll show you how to do one of them, but until then, let's just keep going on with the tutorial. Let's keep pushing through. So make sure you're under your click upgrade button and change CPS to click gain. And you're going to change it by 1. Come to your cookie and change, and under this one the sprite clicked, you're going to change cookies by click gain. And also what I'd do is when you hit the green flag, set your click gain to just 1. So when you start, you'll only get 1 cookie per click. Let's see if I can make that work. So right now, our Yeah, okay, it is working. I feel like I just started a bit fast. Yeah, okay. See, we get 1 per second, and it costs 100. So how about we get our way to 50 real quick, so we can get extra mouse to help us out getting there. I think that'd be nice. Let's just get all the way there, all the way up to 100, and then we'll check if our click upgrade actually works. So here we are. Let's test it out. Click upgrade. See, look, now it costs 200, and now we get 2 clicks per second. So watch this. 8, 10, 12, 14. Now we're getting money way faster. Way, way faster. It's super nice. Let's get another extra mouse so we can go up super quick. Yeah, look at that. Look at how fast we're going up. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Then again, you hit that and it resets. So let's quickly show you how to do that with just these other normal ones. With like extra mouse and grandma. In case you didn't catch it that time, I'll do it again. So, these are again how much they cost. Let's make a... is this our click gain? Is that what I called this? Yeah, click gain. So, we'll make a new one. Just called extra mouses. And we'll layer that one. Right there. Perfect. Make another one. Grandmas. And we'll put that right under there. Perfect. Looks pretty nice. I think it looks nice. So go to our extra mouse button, and on green flag we're going to set our extra mouses to 0, because we will start with no extra mouses, right? Pretty easy, pretty easy. And then what we'll do is under here with the change CPS, you're going to throw in another change and also change your extra mouses by 1. So let's see if that worked. Right now everything is where it's supposed to be. After we work our way up to 50, we can get a new mouse. Yeah, look at that. And it now costs 100, but we have 1 extra mouse, and we are getting 1 CPS. There we go. Let's make the grandma one. Go to your grandma button. Oh, no, that's our upgrade cost. Our grandma button. Sorry. We're going to set grandmas to 0, because again, we'll start with 0 grandmas. And then just change grandmas by 1. And now I promise it'll work the same way. I won't do it, but it works the same way. I promise it does. So yeah, that is what we have. Now let's quickly set up a data saving system. I'm going to now hide the CPS button. I feel like I want to now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a data saving system. Yeah. So I am going to go ahead. There's a car going by. I'm sorry about that. Make a new little button. I think that's a bit too big. It doesn't need to be that big for me. I just need a little small one. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm going to put in black text. Save. There we go. I'm going to put that right there. Can get it there. There we go. Look at that. Right there is fine. And I'll call it the save button. And then I'll make a direct copy of it. Just change up the word to say load. And again, if you just want the tutorial for this system, I do have a video for that. Definitely go watch that if you're just interested in learning how to make a save. And we'll call this load button. I'll make a quick duplicate costume. Do the thing with color. Boop, boop, boop. Save button. Boop, boop. Zoom in a bit. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Now this load button, Y needs to be 1, 2, 3. And then that's 200. So I'll make this one 210 maybe. Oh, it needs to be negative 210. Okay, that was too big. So negative 195. Okay, see how it moved out a little bit. Negative 170. Okay, we need to make this down by a lot more. 130. There, look at that. We have a nice save button and a nice little load button. Let me quickly set this up. When the sprite clicked, we're going to show it, obviously. Forever, if touching the mouse pointer, switch costume to costume 2, otherwise costume 1. And I'm going to copy that into the load. You can do that by just grabbing a piece of code and dragging it over top of another piece of code and dropping it in. Go to load, we have it there too. So in this save, we are going to quickly throw that in there, and then also in load, throw that in there. So, let's see if that worked. We have a bit of an issue here. It's not doing the thing. Touching mouse pointer, switch to costume 2. Although, oh, there's the problem. That's costume 1. Can't have that being costume, or that was 2. Have to have this bottom one be 1. I'm sorry. That works, that works, that works, that works, that works, and that works. Look at that. We have our nice little save and load button. Look, they don't do anything yet. How do we make them do something? Okay, so with our save data, I think we'll do the save first. When this sprite is clicked, yeah, we'll put it up here. What it will do is it will ask you for a password. It'll be enter your password. Alright, and then you can either make a new password or just pick an old one to save data to that password. This is how it works. It has a password, and then it will save your data to that password. It's very simple to set up. I think it's very helpful to put in parentheses that it's numbers only. This does not support letters. So, ask for your password, numbers only. And the cool thing about this is you don't even need to have cloud data to make the saving system. I think that's kind of cool. No cloud data involved at all. So, enter your password, numbers only. And then what it'll do is it will check if, well, let's put all in if else. If, sorry, had to go do something. But what we're going to do now is, so it asks for the password. So we are going to run a, where is the thing I'm looking for? Huh. Oh, here it is. This thing that contains. If answer contains oh boy, how should I do this? I'm gonna do this in a very tedious way. Alright? But actually no, we'll be alright, So what we're going to make is a quick variable called password. Doesn't need to be cloud. Just be normal. You can set, password to 0 at the beginning. Then what it'll be is it will go set password to answer. And again, if they decide to put letters in their password, that's their fault. That's their fault that it didn't work. We warned them. We're going to set password to answer. So this is again on the save. And then what it's going to do is it is going to give you numbers. So you'd have to do this for a few of them, right? So what we'll do is, so right now I'm going to need it for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need to save 4 different numbers. It's a very tedious loading system, but it works. It gets the job done. It's not quick automatic, but it works. So we're going to need to make a save for how much cookies we have. We're going to make a save for how many click upgrades we have. Make a save for how many extra mouses we have, and make a save for how many grandmas we have. And again, with all your upgrades, you'd have to make another number for every single one of those. Now, how are we going to do this? We're going to come to my blocks, or not my blocks, variables, and we're going to make a list. And a list just stores a bunch of, just a whole bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a list, and we are going to call the list codes. Oop, just like that. And well, I'll set it up like this, so it comes up underneath. Oh, there's where it is, and again, you can just hide or show it. So I'm going to hide the lists of codes when the green flag is clicked, and then we're going to show the list after you set password to answer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a new code to, you're going to add something new to the codes thing. So if I just did this, it add things to code, and I keep clicking, it'll keep adding things. I'm just going to delete all right there. But we're going to add something new to our code. Thing we are going to add is, go ahead and find a join. There it is. Join, and we're going to call this cookies. We're going to do cookies here, then do a colon and a space. Put the space, it's not important, but it just makes it look nicer if you put a space after whatever you're putting here. And then on this side, we're going to put a little bit of an equation, which we'll do, grab your multiplication symbol, put that in there, and then grab your variables, put password, times, and then pick any 4-digit number you want. I'm going to do 4321 is what I'll do. 4321. So now it'll take your password minus times 4321. Right now it's 0, so it's going to give me 0, but and then it'll give you a new number for how many cookies you have, right? So it'll be, oh my goodness, excuse me. So it will be, oh wait, no, I messed something up. I'm sorry. So it won't be that, it'll be times cookies by password. I'm sorry. Yep, times cookies. There we go. Cookies times password, which is now 0, right? Because you know they're both 0. But so you do that. So let me just show you an example, okay? Of how it sets up the system. So you hit that, hit save, pick a password. We'll make a password, I don't know, something classy. And then you see here we have cookies are 0, obviously. See, we have 0 cookies, so it saved our cookies. But what if we wanted to do something a bit more complex? First of all, put a delete all of codes when the green flag is clicked, so it clears that out. And hit save, numbers only, 1, 2, 3, I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. Well, actually, hold up, don't even do that. Yeah, hold up. We have to actually get some cookies first. So let me just save up a bit of cookies, then we'll do the save, and I'll show you that it works. So, I don't know, what's a good amount of cookies? That's fine. Hit save, put in your password, whatever you want it to be. I'm going to do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's our code for cookies. 85146. Pretty cool, right? Well, like, what is that doing? It gives us a code, so what? Who cares? Well, let me do this. We're also going to add, and we're going to, instead of cookies, have this extra mouse is colon space, and instead of cookies, it'll be extra mouses times password. Add yourself another one. Instead of extra mouses, do grandmas colon space, and instead of extra mouses, make it grandmas, and then one more, which would be click upgrades no, I'll do click level. That's what I'll do. I'll do click level space, and instead of grandmas, we will do click gain. So now what does that do? It'll get us a code for each one of those things. So it'll get a code for how many cookies we have. It'll get a code for how many extra mouses we have. It'll get a code for how many grandmas we have, and it will get a code for what level our click is at. Pretty basic. Well, not basic. It's actually kind of complex. That one took me a while to come up with. So what we'll do is we'll get a few things. We'll get ourselves an extra mouse. Start clicking stuff for us. It still goes up by yourself, even though it's not showing the clicks per second. We'll get a bunch more, maybe. We'll get ourselves maybe a click upgrade. I think that sounds nice. Bam, a click upgrade. Now we can start getting stuff a lot quicker. And I think the next thing we'll get is another extra mouse, so we can click even faster. I think that sounds good. And then the next thing I'll do is another click upgrade, which will then let us get a grandma pretty quickly. Because, oh my goodness, excuse me. Because it'll go to 400 now, yeah. But now we make 3 per click, so that's pretty cool. So we will save up all the way to 300. As I click, there we go. Get ourselves a grandma. And again, she gives us a bunch per second. I'll get one more grandma. Or should I get 2 more? I don't know. We'll find out. What I think looks nice. No, let's get another click. Let's get another click upgrade. Cause you know it's nice to have. So we'll get up super high. Yes, I'm actually clicking this fast. I'm not speeding up the video. I'm just jitter clicking real quick. There's another grandma. I'll get one more extra mouse too. One more extra mouse to top it off. There we go. So now cookies are going up. Pretty quick actually, my goodness. Yeah, look at how fast those cookies are going up. So we got our cookies now, 3 extra mice, 2 grandmas, and level 4 click upgrade. So we'll hit save, give us our password, and then boom, here are all of our codes. So what it does is it multiplies, so for our cookies, or let's do for extra mice. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is our password. So it'll multiply 3 by 1,234, which is this number. But now cool, how do we go about loading that save data now? I'll show you. Go to the load button and tap. We will do when this sprite is clicked. What it will do is ask for your cookie code first. What's your cookie code? And then you'll put in your answer, and then what it will do is it will set your cookies to, grab yourself a divide. Well, actually, it should probably ask your password first, shouldn't it? That makes sense. What's your password? And then it will set password to answer, and then it'll ask for your cookie code, and then it will take your answer and divide it by your password, which will give you back your initial amount of cookies. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Now it'll ask, what's your extra mouse code? And then it'll set extra mouses. I realize I should have made that mice, but we're not going to talk about it, to answer with password. Again, it is super tedious, but I promise you it works. And then, what's your grandma? I should probably make that capital. Grandma code. And do grandmas, set grandmas to that. And then one more. What's your click level code? And then set click gain to that. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do some upgrades here, and then I'll show you the system. Be right back. Alright, I am back. And you see I gave myself 6 click upgrades, 3 extra mice, and 4 grandmas. We'll go ahead, we'll hit save, and it gives us our password, which I'll put 1234. And then here's my cookie code. So we'll go ahead and we'll save that in a new tab. That's cookie. We will grab our extra mouse code, save that in a new tab. We'll grab our grandma code, save that in a new tab. Obviously they probably put this on like a spreadsheet or just like some random document. Grab our click level, place that on, do a new one. Hit new thing, so it wipes this all clean. Hit load, ask for the password, which ours was 1234. Then it will ask for your cookie code. I'm gonna have to move this around a little bit so I can actually read what it says. But there's our cookie code, so I'll take that and I'll put it in there. Bam! Gives us how many cookies we had back. You're like, well, it was changing when you saved it, so what if it doesn't work? I'll show you for these other ones. Extra mouse. I think that was 3. I think it was at. But we'll find out. So grab your extra mouse code, paste it in the bin. We get our extra mouse code back. Your grandma code. Boop. There we go. And our click level code. So I'll take the click level code, paste it in there, and then boom, click level's back. Now you're like, well, sure, you got the numbers back, but now we have an issue. What's the issue? First of all, our CPS isn't there. It's not going up. And second of all, look at this. The costs haven't gone up. I can still just restart over and buy all best stuff really quick over and over again. Well, let's set up a system in which we can't do that. And the way I'm going to do that might be a bit wonky. Well, not wonky, that's not the word for it. It might be a bit complex, but it should work. So, I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so the way I'm planning on doing this, and if it doesn't work, I'll just cut it. So the way I'm planning on doing it is under here, under your first cookie. When it asks for your cookie code, after it sets your cookies, we're going to make a message called do cookie math. Actually, we don't even need a broadcast for the cookies. Cookies are fine. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. I just had a hiccup and it kind of hurt. Alright, so. Oh my goodness. So we're going to want to grab one, and underneath our extra mice, our extra mouses, we're going to do EM, which stands for extra mouse, math. Do EM math. And we'll put one underneath grandma's, called do grandma math, and one more called do click, or we'll do CL for click level math. So now we have these 3 do maths, and obviously you do it for more upgrades. Every single one, you make a new one of these, do another new do math. So let's start with, let's just start with our extra mouse do math. My goodness, this is like a tongue twister trying to say this. So under do math, EM math, whatever, extra mouse math, what we'll do is we will run a little bit of code to extract and make the cost what it's supposed to be. So that's what we'll work on right now. Alright, so let's quickly set this thing up. Okay, again, I'm having to... So what I did right there, the reason I did a little cut to test out what I had in mind to see if it worked, and it did work. So, now I can show you how to do it. So, when you receive do extra mouse math, we're going to grab a repeat, right? And we're going to repeat extra mouses times. So, however many mouses we have, which in our case was 3, it's going to repeat it that many times. It's going to be repeat extra mouses. Right now it's 0 because it's 0, but when we load it in, it'll be 3, so it'll be repeating this 3 times. Set the cost of the extra mouses to, grab yourself a multiplication, to extra mouses, no, sorry, extra mouse cost, extra mouse cost times 2. So remember how we in our, whenever we buy one, it does, it changes extra mouse cost by extra mouse cost, meaning it keeps doubling itself, right? Remember that? Well, here it's doing the exact same thing, just for however many extra mouses we have. Here, I'll show you. Remember, we had 3 extra mouses. So, we'll load in. What's your password? Our password is 1234. Cookies doesn't really matter. See, and if you put in something that's not true for your code, you get this really wacky number up in the cookies. So, what's your extra mouse code? Our extra mouse code was 3702, and we'll paste that in. And then look, it does the math. We have 3, and now it costs 400. Now we just have to do that with the rest of these, which isn't very difficult. So just duplicate this, and then we'll do the grandma math next. So repeat grandma's times grandma cost, and this to grandma cost, and then one more time with click level math. This is our click gain. Repeat click gain times, right? Yeah, I think so. I think is what our click gain is. And then this would be click upgrade cost, and then click upgrade cost. There we go. And that should be it. Oh my goodness, kitty. I have a kitty on my lap, and she's flipping out right now. So, let's test it. Load our password, 1234. If you hear someone hitting the desk, it's Dimmy. That's the name of our little cat, our new cat. His name is Dimmy. Or not Dimmy, I say it weird. Demi, D-E-M-I, Demi. Little Demi kitty. Okay, but what's our cookie code? Our cookie code is this big kahuna of a number. Let's just paste that in there. Boom, there's our cookies. What's our extra cookie code? Just take this, smack it in there. Boom, does the math. What's our grandma code? Here's our grandma code. Slap that in. Boom, grandmas. And what's our click level code? Here's our click level code. Smack that in there. And boom. Now you're wondering, well, how do we set up our clicks per second? Because it's like, yeah, we have the cost ready now, but how do we set up clicks per second? I'll show you how to do that next. Alright, so I have an idea of how to do this, so I'm going to cut the video, test it out, and then I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so this last thing we're going to set up shouldn't be too difficult. So, I'll start with our EM math, our extra mouse math. And in here, what we're going to do is then after you set up the new cost, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a variable, change, oh, not in there, underneath it, change CPS by, grab yourself a multiplication, there's a fly around me right now, sorry, change your CPS by extra mouses times however much CPS it gives you. In our case, extra mouse gives us 1. So, extra mouse times 1. If you don't understand, I'll explain in a second. For our, let's do our grandma math next. For grandma math, we'll just grab this, change CPS by grandmas multiplied by 6. Because remember, I said grandma gives us 6. Grandma gives us 6 CPS. And then this one doesn't need to be touched because our click upgrade doesn't give us an extra CPS. So I will now show CPS just for this occasion. So what this is going to do is, for example, this. After it does all that, so I don't remember actually how many grandmas we had. So we're going to find out when we load it up, and you'll see, and I'll explain it. So let's load up. Give us our password 1234. Our cookies. Our extras. And now see our CPS is 3. We have 3 of these, and they give us 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. Add 3 CPS. For our grandma, right here, put that in. Boom. We have 4 grandmas. 4 times 6 is 24. It adds 24 CPS. 27 minus 24 is 3. Leaving with what we had before, meaning it added 24. What's our click code? Boop, boop, and then boom. And now we have our 27 CPS, and we now have our it goes up by 6 every single time because our click upgrades. And you can go ahead and upgrade this stuff all you want. All this good stuff. All this good, nice, tasty stuff. And that's how it works. And you just hit save, type in your password, gives you all your codes again. You use over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, thank you guys so much for watching this little tutorial. Again, if you wanted to add more upgrades, you just have to do, save load process for all those two. Just add more of these and then add more of these little things. So, I'm leaving this episode here. I think that's kind of all I have to cover for this series. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, then like it. If you didn't like it anyways, because there's definitely more Scratch videos to come in the future every single Tuesday. So yeah. Also, if you have any ideas for more you'd want me to add to this, maybe a prestiging system, I could do something with that. Maybe I could do that. I could set up something with that for sure. So if you'd want to see that, make sure to comment that. I will not do it unless you comment it, okay? I'm going to make that very clear. But, so yeah, definitely do that if you want to see that in the future. If you want to, what's the next Scratch tutorial you want to see? Unless it's, the prestiging thing and the cookie clicker game. Like, what else would you want to see me make for you? Please go ahead and tell me that in the comments. I'd love to know. If you like what I do and you want to see more of it in the future, please subscribe to my channel. That'd help me out a lot. Sorry for this long video. It turned out about 40 minutes long. I'm sorry about that. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.